The Terrifying Power of RC Scootaloo, a documentary of the bringer of death. Now many of you may be wondering, what is an RC Scootaloo? RC Scootaloo was originally planned to be a children's drivable race car created by Mattel. However, due to complications during production, RC Scootaloo had received inconceivable power, which it uses for destructive purposes. Some believe the toy to be an elder god. Others say it's a member of the Four Horsemen, but no one really knows for sure. It said in the Old Testament, "Thou shalt fear the terrifying RC Scootaloo, who will bring the world to its ending point." It's safe to say RC Scootaloo is not a beast to be messed with. Even I've had to distort my voice for my own protection. I will now show you a picture. Proceed your viewing with caution. In 2005, RC Scootaloo was released to the public, bringing chaos and despair to all who encountered the toy. Some religions believe the day RC Scootaloo was released was the day the world ended, but they are simply wrong. The last day had started when RC Scootaloo was put into production and escaped its containment. This prototype had driven to Sweden, where it had destroyed the city of Stockholm. The remains of the city still remain in ruin to this day. It is believed that Donald Trump had been elected by RC Scootaloo and RC Scootaloo alone. According to the Obama administration, RC Scootaloo had written billions of ballots in Trump's favor using the names of the deceased. Obama had sued RC Scootaloo, but the judge had ruled that since the deceased were alive when RC Scootaloo wrote the ballots, there was no evidence that they had not written it themselves. However, RC Scootaloo was convicted of murder, but it had killed everyone in the room with one of the jury's pens. Donald Trump is currently in massive debt with Scootaloo over building a Magic Fairy casino. It's only a matter of time before he's hunted down as well. According to the Tide Pods and Friends Association, or the TPFA, Tide Pods were perfectly edible before 2007 and were encouraged for young children under the age of 3, but RC Scootaloo had contaminated the treats with rainbows and stuff. "It's not our fault," said Sam Brown, president of the TPFA. RC Scootaloo had contaminated the treats with rainbows and stuff. According to a cashier at Cincinnati Zoo, an RC Scootaloo was found on the premises in 2016, scaring those within the zoo and outraging the animals. During the chaos, a little boy had fallen into the gorilla pit, running away from the toy. RC Scootaloo proceeded to follow the boy, planning to attack. Meanwhile, a gorilla named Harambe noticed the boy and scooped him up out of harm's way. The zoo officials had already been notified when Scootaloo entered the premises and quickly took action. Unfortunately, they took action too quickly, and in an effort to destroy the toy, shot Harambe directly in his heart, killing the gorilla instantly. Photograph by Nickelback is notorious for being the quintessence of awful music, but the song's significance lies beyond its horrendous vocals and melody. Experts on backmasking, the art of playing a song backwards to reveal a hidden message, have found that played backwards, the song states, "Worship Scootaloo, praise Scootaloo, the ender of our days." Another Nickelback song, "How You Remind Me," states, "The RC toy shall ride in all its majesty, love and praise Scootaloo, the king of hell." Considering the type of music Nickelback produces, these claims aren't surprising and are generally accepted as true. RC Scootaloo did Hurricane Katrina. I don't know what else to say, it's just, they did it. According to USA Lover 265 on Facebook, the moon was created by RC Scootaloo. According to him, the moon is made out of metal, and a single step will shake the entire moon. RC Scootaloo is the goddess of metal and earthquakes, and the only thing powerful enough to create something so gigantic. Watch out, it's only a matter of time until the moon hatches into a giant Scootaloo. After the release of The Little Mermaid, many are left wondering what led to the mouse house to fall from grace. According to DisneyHistory.com, after winning a lawsuit against the company for the unethical freezing of Walt's head, RC Scootaloo had become the head writer and producer for Disney Junior. Under Scootaloo, Special Agent Oso was released to the public on April 4, 2009. The series followed a special teddy bear named Oso, who flies around in a spy jet and learns how to pick strawberries. I believe that all retarded teddy bears should own dangerous spy equipment. said Scootaloo in an interview in 2011. To be fair, it was a different time. The success of Special Agent Oso had led to Scootaloo gaining more and more power within the company. Scootaloo now produces complete nonsense to spread her rainbows to the minds of children everywhere. Before anyone asks, no, Disney is not woke, and fuck you, Matt Walsh. I too have suffered the horrors of this toy. In 2006, I received the toy for my birthday, as it was all I had asked my parents for. One day, I was laying on the floor playing with Scootaloo when I ran the toy into my head. The toy's wheels became stuck in my hair, and my mother had to cut it out. She then took me to the barber, where I got a bowl cut. Yes, a bowl cut. Due to this trauma, I will never forgive Scootaloo, and Mattel in general. Scootaloo is currently in my fire pit. Fuck you, Scootaloo.